You survived. Never mind my injuries, brother. It's a miracle that any of us are alive. Didn't look like you pulled through. You've been in suspension for weeks. Something happened and the exit door crashed. Many have died. But I'm relieved that you're alive, Dezic. With you leading our efforts, I'm sure we'll get to safety soon. Proentius asked me to send you to him when you awoke. He's waiting for you at the bottom of the hill. Just follow the path southwest.
Be well.
This is a bit of a clumsy first episode. I might split it into two. One of me actually running around doing things, and the first being set up and technical issues.
The Legion's end draws near.
Dezic, by my eternal soul, it is good to see you. Don't know why the exit are crashed. Only those of us that were in this part of the ship remain. There's not much time if we save everyone that we can.
Favor the road, traveled by few.
Our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do this is to extract the blood from the local Veil moths. Their blood will make a suitable substitute. It's kind of macabre, ain't it? Healing crystals powered by blood. The moths can be found in many places around the Veil, but they're mostly concentrated in the northwest.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
I'm sure that with our help on this Terex, we've found solutions to our problem.
Warm wishes to you.
With some help, I believe Terex may be able to close to a breakthrough. Can we turn on soft targeting? It's a bit annoying. Is it in here? No, I think it's in here. Targeting. Maybe soft targeting. Gamepad.
It's too far away.
Turn on auto loot.
I need to get closer.
Oh, I hurt. Need to reorder the screen. Just remember how you do it. don't remember how to move things. I think they changed it at some point. But then there's also mods going on, so it's like... It makes things harder to know. Okay, that was it. I was kind of waiting for it to disconnect the general from it. So it just pops out, and then I'll, you know, it'll be a different problem.
I'm out of range. Ah! Ha! Ah! It's locked.
I've done this many times. I know this area, these quests off by heart, pretty much.
I can't cast that yet.
One that I've rarely ever done is in the south here. There is a veil where you can talk to elementals. And, it's where, like, shamans go to get their first totem. I'll probably do it. I might, you know, make up a shaman and go visit it just for the sake of it. Because I always like to drain eye zones, and I remember wanting to go there and do it, but then they removed the quest, so you couldn't. The NPCs were still around, but they removed the quests for it. As part of, I know, reducing the flavor and the setting of the world. Actually, no, shit, they're already gone. Cata came. Fuck.
May the light embrace you.
This is Cata. Dezic, have you harvested the necessary mock blood for the healing crystals yet? With survivors scattered all over the Vale, time is of the essence. Regrettable that those creatures had to die so that we might live. Indiscriminate killing is not to drain our way. However, the blood you gathered will quench your healing crystals, so their deaths will not be in vain. To live is for others to die. Now that you've gathered all that we need to replenish our healing crystals, I need you to deliver the vials to Valdun, our priest. You'll find them tending to our wounded inside the central chamber of our ship.
Do not lose faith.
This brings me back.
The Naru have not.
Though I cannot offer you training, young paladin, I can give you my blessing. Walk boldly in the light. Is there anything else? Oh, Paladin, be careful. The vials inside are fragile. Oh, Paladin, what have you there? Is it for me? Good work. This will do nicely to replenish our depleted healing crystals. But now that you're here, I think I have another use for you, if you're willing.
Remember the lessons of the past.
The healing crystals are replenished, but that is not the only way we can help the injured. All Drain I can tap into this ability to heal one of the grass survivors. All Drain I can tap the gifted Inaro to heal. Must use this ability to heal one of the crash survivors. You'll find most of the survivors in the areas to the west and northwest, but the crash scatters are all over the Vale. Survivors have suffered from exposure to the irradiated power crystals. You'll be able to find them by the red glow that surround them. You must save them, Dezic. Oh yeah, I was saying there was one plot thread that was left in Burn Crusade. There was a guy up in Blood Mist, and it's like, haha, you know, your guy broke, and we turned him into a monster. We'll do the rest to ye. But you never find him or a monstrous version of him. There's nothing. In Legion, they clarify, nah, they're all lying. The guy's just dead, and he didn't break. You know, he remained resolute till death. But, yeah. So, like, his whole, like, status was just left unresolved. Still not as grand as the missing diplomat quest or, Aranicus. but still something left unresolved. Dezic, botanist Terix, is in need of your assistance. You'll find her with her apprentices to the west inside the ship.
Good health, long life.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. We have much to do. The radiated power cores from the Exodar have been wreaking havoc in the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of strange creatures that seem to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer numbers have become too much for us to handle. I'd like to go out and cull their numbers somewhat. And perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought.
Blessings upon your family.
Indiscriminate killing isn't to drain our way, but they're not exactly going to live if they get overwhelmed.
Open your heart to the light.
Graveyards, so many dead. My sweet Luhana.
Be well.
Again, I stand by the idea that Argus should have been its own expansion. A whole expansion dedicated to the place. It's an alien world, and it's a very significant alien world. It should have been a follow-up, a two-parter with Legion should have been a two-parter. And Legion on the Tomb of Sargeras raid, it's a grand, a bombastic ending, and with a to be continued, So it would work.
Greetings, friend.
This emitter's driving me nuts. I'm missing all sorts of parts that I need to fix it. I managed to recover a damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Amon Vale. There were devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local Owlkin carried them off before we could get to them. Dezic must go south to Nestle Wood. I kind of just see that as Nestle. To Nestle Wood, Ticket, and Hills to find the spare parts.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
The Legion's
Many
end.
are the paths of the light, Paladin. You must decide which to follow in this world or any other.
May your days be
Zahana needs our
long
help to
in your
salvage
fortune.
parts from the Exodar. Terix prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestle Wood Owlkin that live in the area of a lot of the salvage. Just get close to the unaffected ones and use crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. You'll find the Owlkin at Nestle Wood Ticket and Nestle Wood Hills to the southeast.
Dionys Aka.
I hope you find something useful.
I don't have any skills, do I? How do you like my moves, Daggerot? Well done.
Good fortune.
Seal of Righteousness. And it's a 30-minute thing. Which was one boon of a rat, I think. Fills the Paladin with Holy Spirit for 30 minutes. 2 additional holy damage. It's also a different seal. It looks like a Seal of Wisdom. I remember one guy being like, hey, dude, telling me to switch off it, because it thought it was Seal of Wisdom, but... No. I remember it was during,
Be kind.
the Neptuan dungeon. They thought I was using that, but no. So I just need to find someone and heal them. The whole thing is kind of weird, because if you go over there, there's like max level guards just like camping there while people are dying over here. But just take that as a bit of ludonarrative dissonance or something and leave it at that. I know people hate the phrase, but it's handy to have a phrase just say, gameplay and story not matching up. They're there just to prevent players from, rampaging over the newbies quite so easily. Oh no, where are we? What happened? Look, he's part of the ship. I do have a heroic presence here. This has gone through various iterations over the years. Yeah, it's 1% hit buff. They were viewed as pretty highly.
It's too far away.
Because that's not just for me, but it's for my whole fucking raid. Oh, actually, this version is just for me. I think it was either the... Rot version or the Burning Crusade version, but it was for your party or raid. You would provide them with heroic presence, giving them an increased chance to hit. Like, that's kind of the idea of heroic presence, was that you, by simply being there, like, your presence benefited yourself, but it also benefited other people. They're hardly going to cut you out of your own goddamn, you know, racial. But, the point of heroic presence was to have a party benefit. But
I need to get closer.
they felt that was too powerful and have long since toned back on it. As you can see here, they've made it just affecting the Draenei themselves. And it's still a hit rate increase, but it just affects the Draenei themselves. They've changed it yet again since, and I know most recently they turned it into a bit of a stat boost or something. It's like a few extra stat points to yourself. But like, here's some extra strength and stamina, and that's it. Or something. I can't remember, but yeah, they keep tweaking it. Like, I know they apparently recently got rid of the rep bonus for humans in retail. So, yeah. They're tweaking everyone a bit. Rescue survivors. The light be praised. You've done what only a true hero could have done, Dezic. The Draenei you saved owes their continued life to your selflessness. Please take the supply pouch. It looks like you can use it more than I.
May your days be long, and your hardships...
Wow, suck hard.
Blessings upon you. Do not
As a paladin, you're no stranger to the light that touches all of us, but you also have the unique power to call upon the light to help you in battle. While under the effects of Seal of Righteousness, each melee attack will deal extra holy damage. From time to time, you can also use Judgment to unleash your Seal's power for another attack. Want to try out these techniques using the training dummies to the northwest of Crashside. Learn Seal of Righteousness and Judgment from Arleon, and apply the Seal.
favor the road traveling like you.
Ours is the path of purity and righteousness in the light. I believe the Scarlets say the same thing.
Remember the lessons of the past.
All prices here are reasonable.
The Legion's end draws near. Blessings upon you.
I need to, sorry, I'm just fixing myself. Okay, that's gonna get annoying. Huh. These are the guild passives. Um, for a while in the game, you could. Uh, there was guild levels, and you got various bonuses. Like, say when you looted money, some money would be inherently sent to the guild, just fabricated out of the ether. You lost nothing, but the guild got money. And there's various powerful effects that got entirely removed from the game. These are some of them. These are some of them. Not true, mate. Let's add these. Seal of Truth. I kind of missed this. Ooh, this is a little different from what I remember. It's the Cata version, which works with Censor. Oh no, Censor is the debuff. Okay. But yeah, it's still a little different from what I remember. I just remember it as the dot. You hit the enemy and you do damage over time to them. But when you stack it to 5, now each of the paladin attacks also deals 15% weapon damage as additional holy damage. So if you hit them for 100 damage, you do now 115% for 115, with that 15 being holy, which nothing really has resistance to. And if I was to look here, there would be Guardian of Ancient Kings, which might still be around, but it's not a baseline ability. It's like dedicated tank ability or something.
Good fortune.
Twilight Ring of Blood. As in Twilight Highlands? It's odd I'm just seeing this here. Looking for group really is a global thing.
Good health. Long.
You've proven yourself a quick learner, Dezic. No thank you. You've proven yourself a quick learner, Dezic. Look forward to training you again when the time is right.
I on this a car.
I'll just inform the guild I made my alt. Alright, let us continue. Oh, let me just close Curse and Overwolf. I remember the days when Curse was a standalone client. I remember the days back in Rat using it. I'll have to see if there's any way to get rid of that. But anyway. Oh yeah, now it's coming together. You know if they did Warlords, like a Warlords of Draenor classic server, it would be nice if what they ended up doing instead was almost like Warlords Plus, where, like, you know how people say you don't need to remaster or remake good games or good movies. Do it for the ones that were bad. Yeah? Imagine if instead of just being a straight classic thing with minor changes. Remember how they never did Shatrat? Do Shatrat. Do the raid. Actually put in the middle of Ural's quest that got gutted, the bit that justifies her being an exarch. Do that. You're finished. That's good news. Hope we can find a way to avoid the killing of these mutated beasts in the future. We've formed a plan that might give us an alternative solution to this problem, but I'll need your help. The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Amon Vale have been mutated because of this. The Tyrion have to heal the lake, but I must have samples of mutated lashes for analysis. They can be found to the west of the Amon fields. Will you help me, Paladin? Dionysiaka. Wait, you have a quest. Ah, this is bringing me back. The Amon fields to the west are the primary breeding ground of the local Asher population. With corruption of the water table from the nearby lake, botanist Terex is worried that the Lashers will not be able to repopulate themselves once we cleanse the lake. Go to the Amon fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me so that I might be able to take a look at them and see what can be done. Should be able to identify them by their uncharacteristic red petals. No, I hit my quota. Just think of the dick wolves, yeah?
That spell isn't ready yet.
Inventory is full. Get back here, you bastard.
I can't cast it.
I don't have Pursuit of Justice, Pursuit of Justice or whatever it's called yet. But yeah, I'm already level 4 without even leaving here. Joyous Journeys. 50% XP boost.
That spell isn't ready.
Well, that'll certainly help.
That's still recharged.
Since I'm releasing this sooner, I'm actually a fair bit ahead of the current release of SOD. I fell behind in my in my uploading, but I didn't fall too far behind in my recording of it. As of time of recording of this, we're on 192 of SOD. I have 290 something done. Just earlier I got 280 up, which is a very long auction episode. Basically, these are sound auctions are episodes where I never commentate, beyond a few exceptions. And
I can't cast that.
you see my tail? I thought the bit that, that ring on it was actually on the on the mutated thing. I was like, God, fuck, that thing's a Draenei. I was horrified for a moment. But, yeah, just earlier I got 280 up, which was a 25-hour something, nearly barely shy 26-hour auction episode. By that, what I mean is I'm on Goric and I run to the auction house. I put up auctions that failed. I put them up again to sell. I go cook some stuff up to go sell it. I make potions to sell it. And I do this for a while, and then I log off. I log back in another time, and I do it again and again and again. And this is all, like, I couldn't play for a month and a bit, 2 months. So when I could place a little, I just did my auctions. And so it ended up being nearly 26 hours back to back of auctions. Like, say if I do some auctions, then I go play a bit, then that will be, small bit will be its own auction episode. But I had no gameplay to break it up, so I just combined it all into the one thing. But yeah, 280 is a nearly 26-hour auction episode. And I have a few episodes up beyond that. I'm not sure if it's late 80s or late 90s. But I have even more beyond that, as I think I've only done my first Nax run at this point, and I've run Nax like 10 times. I've also made like 4 attempts at Scarlet's Enclave. So there's still plenty more to go. And I've made many attempts at the Nightmare Dragons, but none of those have gone up yet. I think it was a few attempts into Nax when the dragons got nerfed and their loot got buffed. So they became viable to fight. So basically what I'm saying is SOD is going to be in the 300s before it finishes. And we're probably I'm thinking like September, October. Unless something happens and I really get a kick for playing more of it. It's September, October before, and where we'll finish, probably. It's hard to know for sure, but I'm making raids just one long episode. So you'll see the entire raid in just do one sitting, rather than breaking up into days of content. Which will help keep the number of videos down. It just means each video is meatier. Also mean you'll have many raids back to back to back to back. So if I'm just raid logging, you'll just have Nax 3 days in a row, So
Greetings, friend.
looks like it's in good condition. I'll need all the samples in good condition for it to have a chance of cleansing the lake. We don't have much time, Paladin.
Good health.
These will do.
Long life.
Thank you, Paladin. While you're out, I managed to gather some equipment together to make analysis of samples. This should take only a moment.
Do not
Thank goodness, I think it'll work. I have an agent for you to spread in Silverline Lake to the south. It will neutralize the effects of the irradiated ship's power crystal that fell there. Swim out and scatter the neutralizing agent near it. Don't worry, it won't be exposed long enough to become irradiated.
seek the path of the light. Open your heart to the light.
It even oozes red sap. Hello, Paladin. Do you have those flowers yet?
May your days be
These
long
look like fine
and your
specimens.
hardships
Thank you for performing field work. Once I can find the time to analyze these, I should be able to tell what it will take for stored
Seek
fields.
the path of the light.
I think what I was saying there made sense. Basically, auction episodes. They're episodes where sound auctions are episodes where I never talk, beyond a few exceptions. It's just me going about doing auctions, making stuff, selling stuff, getting stuff from the mail. That's all it is. And so you don't feel compelled to watch them. They're there as a bonus thing in case you're really interested in what I got up to. In case you're really interested. There'll always be a proper episode going up alongside them unless I make a mistake. And the latest number in my backlog of SOD that I remember is 280. But I do know we've gone beyond that. I think we're in the mid to late 90s. 290s now. So yeah, SOD is going to go on for a while yet. And because I just fell behind on my... Well, didn't fall behind on recording, I did fall behind on my editing and uploading. So, SOD is going to go on for a while yet, but I can't say how much further. I think it's in somewhere in August right now, the backlog. In all likelihood, it may end. It could end in late December, but it may push into October. But I don't see it hitting November or December. Not unless I get a real kick for playing more of it. So... Ilgym. There was a bit of a manhwa I remember seeing before, and I can't remember what it was called. I think it had most of those letters. It was something romance. Centered around an asocial dork who ends up involved with this bully girl who, for some unknown reason, actually does have a crush on. They ended season 1, but I don't think they've come back for season 2. The mangaka has been distracted drawing fanboy art with themselves as the model, from what I remember. I think these used to be hostile. Yeah, no, these used to be hostile. They got changed at some point.
I can't use that item yet.
As the neutralizing agent mixes into the waters of the lake, the water that was radiated by the crystal seems to clear. The inoculated Nestlewood Elkin is agitated by what happened. Didn't like what just happened. Is agitated by the inoculation. Didn't like what just happened. Wanders aimlessly. To be honest, Elkin have rarely been an actual ally and mostly an enemy. It's kind of like furbolgs. They just see like, ah, something bad. Suddenly got to turn dryads into sludge. You know, like there's friendly bear people here, but there's also hostile ones. But still, only half the tribe succumbed. Seems disorientated, but still half the tribe succumbed.
I need to get closer.
And then there, in Classic, there is the Timbermaw Hold. Doesn't look like it mines the crystal's effects. Then in Classic, there's Timbermaw Hold. But so often the furbolgs are just hostile. You know, they're just like a fodder enemy almost. Oh, I kind of forgot about the emitter parts. But, not sure why there's an axe there. What implies someone being here? You know, I really don't remember what I just said.